What is going on, everybody? This is Wall Exclusive, and today I'm going to be predicting the UNC Tar Heels football schedule. Now, they had a disappointing 2-9 record last season. They did compete in games, but they still lost 9. One of their games was canceled last year against UCF. But the Tar Heels did get a new head coach, Mac Brown, and he has a lot of young guys on the team that he can eventually build up and get this team to be successful. And I'm gonna go and tell you how I think they're gonna do this season. So starting off week 1 against South Carolina, South Carolina has a lot of seniors on the D line, and like I said, UNC is a young team. I think it's going to take a little bit, like a couple seasons, for them to get to the point where they're going somewhere like 8-4, 9-3, something like that. I don't know if the coach will do that well, but I think he'll build his team up to be successful. But South Carolina, like I said, has a lot of seniors on the D line and versus a lot of freshmen on the O line against UNC. So I think they'll put a lot of pressure on their quarterback, and I don't think UNC will win that game because of that. So I got them losing their first game. Then week 2 at Miami, Florida. Miami is a good team in general. They kind of had a disappointing season last year, having a interesting 4-game losing streak. I already said that last video. But anyway, back to the point here. I think Miami will win that game. So starting off rough, 0-2. And I think week 3 is where they'll get their first win. Wake Forest, I don't think is that good of a team. Anyway, week 4 against Appalachian State. I think that's going to be a win too. I don't think Appalachian State's that good of a team either. I think Appalachian State's kind of like a decent team overall. I believe Appalachian State went to a bowl game last year, and I think they blew out. Oh, I think it was Middle Tennessee probably. I might have that wrong. Anyway, I just think UNC will win that game. Then Clemson, this game will probably hurt their team from injury, so it could probably make them struggle later on in the season. But I think UNC will lose that game because of how good Clemson's team is and how strong they are and how good Trevor Lawrence is. Winning a national championship in his freshman year, it's just ridiculous. And then at Georgia Tech, that I forgot to mention, I didn't even know that their coach retired, and I've been talking about the past 3 videos that how wacky their offense is and all that. But I didn't know their head coach had retired, and they had a new coach who doesn't work in that system. And so now Georgia Tech's players operate on the triple play option, but they lost their coach and get a new coach who operates in a different system. So now the players are not playing like how they're used to. So I think Georgia Tech will really struggle this season. So I think UNC will win that game. And then the bye week. And then at Virginia Tech. This game is probably going to be really competitive. I just think Virginia Tech's a better team. And in the last video when I predicted Virginia Tech season, I had Virginia Tech winning that game, so I'm just going to go ahead and say Virginia Tech wins this game. Then week 9 against Duke, I have UNC winning that game. Duke has lost their quarterback, Daniel Jones, who got drafted by the Giants. Anyway, I think, like I said, I think UNC will win that game. And then versus Virginia, I think this was a tough game for me. Virginia is a okay team, I would say. But Virginia has a lot of seniors on defense, um, and a lot of seniors on defense versus a young offense. I think it'll be too hard for their UNC's freshman quarterback to be able to fit passes inside um good passes. So I just think Virginia will win that game. Uh that was a tough one as well. And then the bye week at Pittsburgh. I think UNC will win that game because it's a bye week. They're ready to play again. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be that good of a team like they were last year. I didn't do much research on them. I don't know if how many guys left or anything like that. But it was just ridiculous how they went. Oh, what 7-5 and made the ACC championship. And then week 13, Mercer. I think that'll be an easy win. Not much to say there. Then at NC State. NC State was a good team last year. Had a very successful season, winning a bowl game against South Carolina, shutting South Carolina out. Or did they? It was 24-0. I remember the score. I just can't remember who won that game. And I apologize because I don't know. But anyway, NC State had a successful season last year. And I think they still have some guys left on the team. And NC State's going to be, I think they'll still be pretty good this year. So I think UNC will lose that game as well. So finishing off 6-6, certainly better than 2-9. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to best case, worst case. I'm probably going to do best case scenario and worst case scenario for my videos. Um, I think worst case scenario 3-9. Best case scenario, uh, let's see. I think they have a shot against Virginia. They have a shot against NC State. So that's already 8-4. I think they have a shot against Virginia Tech. So I think worst case scenario 3-9, best case scenario 9-3. I know that's a huge stretch, but that's just what I think. Like something could go really wrong for this team. Like for saying they lose at Pittsburgh, lose to Appalachian or Wake Forest. I don't think they'll lose another game like it's Pittsburgh or something like that. Um, I don't think they'll lose more than 9 games. So anyway, that's my best case, worst case. But I think they'll go 6-6 as my final record. So not bad for a young team, and a new head coach. Could certainly be better in the next season. But that's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below your predictions. And thanks for watching. Peace.